everybody, I'm Nick Jaynes. Just finished production on the first ever documentary, which is called Ancient America. We're over here at Temple Mountain in Utah. And when I say we, I mean the pups and me, Arlo and Rocco. And we're rolling on to our next location. But just because we're not in production anymore doesn't mean that the cameras aren't rolling. Because we're rolling, they're rolling. I figured as we take the long way out of here, I would sort of give you a quick glimpse at this place, the unscripted version. Let me give you the highlights right up front. This place has early geologic history. We're talking Triassic and Jurassic. It has early human history. As early as maybe 9,000 years ago, people were inhabiting this area. Then we have radioactive mines booming and busting over the parts of the 20th century. And we've got a layer of government conspiracy cover-up on top of all of that. And now it's sort of a state recreation area. So why don't you buckle in and join me for the ride as we leave Temple Mountain, because we're still rolling.
Yeah, look, hey, boogie. Grab my Geiger counter, jumped in my old Jeep, headed for the canyon where the uranium sleeps. Radio said the government's paying top dollar bills for anybody crazy enough to work them Utah hills. Yo, what the hell, boogie?
I won't go into all the history of this place, though it's all locked here in my head because I just finished many days of production on this place. If you want to know more and all the really cool details of especially the geologic and early human history, I encourage you to check out that episode of Ancient America.
Set up camp on the plateau, 47 miles from town. Every rock I tested made that needle spin around. School teachers and shoe clerks came running from the east, but I was there before them. I got mine at least. Yellow cake boogie, baby.
While we're departing here, I want to think about and talk about the folks who came out here during the boom and bust eras, and there were two of them. In the early 19-teens, Marie Curie out in Paris discovered radium. It could, the element could be used to cure cancer. It glowed in the dark, and if you weren't careful with it, it could kill you too. That set off a radium boom, and there were folks coming out here, prospectors, and they were looking out here digging in radium because this mountain was lousy with it. And what's interesting is they built stone cabins without mortar, because that's just how skilled they were with masonry, rock laying, and those still stand. Those are down by the old town site, and maybe I'll pepper in some images of those in there too. And then radium died out. Nobody was that interested in radium. We have enough radium. Thanks very much.
Built a mansion up on the hilltop, overlooking Moo out town. Threw a party for the movie stars before it all came down. IRS came knocking, said, boy, you owe us everything. But for one sweet Utah summer, I was the uranium king. Yellow cake boogie, baby, I struck it rich today. Yellow cake boogie, gone.
And then the Manhattan Project needed uranium, and they used it successfully, as we know, to end the Second World War. After that, we entered into a Cold War. I don't need to go into all of American history here, but in order to win that Cold War, the U.S. needed uranium, and they needed a lot of it. So the U.S. government started the first ever government-funded mineral rush and give a $10,000 bonus. Now imagine in 1948, $10,000 was probably enough to buy a house. So call that maybe, I'm not going to do the inflation calculator right here as we sit here, but maybe call it $300,000. Anyway, lots of money. So much so that people were pulling up stakes in their other lives, teachers, barkeeps, whatever. They buy a Geiger counter and a shovel and come out here and try it for themselves. And that's where the town site ended up being built up out here at Temple Mountain. Folks came out here in search of fortune. First in radium, then uranium. And some people struck it rich. There's a guy famously, Charlie Steen, who was a, how do we put this nicely? I guess he was drummed out of the oil industry in Texas, had no way to feed his wife and 4 sons, so moved out here, ended up striking it rich with uranium, building a mansion outside in Moab. But I don't think about Charlie when I'm out here. I think about all the other folks. All the other folks over the 2 eras, first around in the 20s and then again in the late 40s into the 50s into the 60s, who were coming out here with dreams and working really hard. As I'm driving out here, you can still see the mines, which were closed officially by the Utah Mining Reclamation Company or team. Sealed them up in 2002, I think 141 something mines. And spending the time out here has really moved me, because not unlike those miners, first the radium guys and gals and the uranium folks, I too am, in search of a dream. And that's what this is. That's what this experiment is. I recently had a big life shift, and you'll learn more about that later if you keep watching this channel. But the golden handcuffs came off, and I was able to come out here and try my hand at my dream, which is, documenting, lesser known sites on American public land. And this happens to be the first one. And I didn't plan it to be resonant with my own experience, but it definitely is. I have given up my life and my home in Portland, Oregon, where I grew up, and I've moved into the truck with the pups, and we're out here making documentaries, exploring. There's no guarantee that it will work. There's just the hope, just like those folks out here. And I think, unlike the folks who you work real hard at digging, and there's no guarantee that you'll strike it rich and hit that uranium. But hopefully with YouTube, if I put in enough gumption, enough grit, enough elbow grease, that I can not necessarily strike it rich, but be successful in attracting an audience and showing you folks the places that really fascinate me too. As I said in the intro, I was just gonna give you guys just a little taste, a little soupçon of what it's like to join me and the pups on our adventures and seeing public land. I hope you feel a bit inspired. If you haven't already, please check out the Temple Mountain San Rafael video on the channel. I really appreciate it. And if I'm feeling not lazy, there should be accompaniment, still rolling episodes that go with most of the episodes. So if you want to see sort of behind the scenes what the pups and I are doing, life at camp, life on the road, in between the locations, I encourage you to check that out too. Thanks so much. Thanks for watching. I'm Nick Jaynes. We'll see you on the trail.